Well, that was an absolute shit show, but what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another post game here on Mets Central. As the Mets lose 9-1 to the Pittsburgh Pirates, isn't that just great? Getting absolutely destroyed by a team that is known for having a piss poor offense because you have David Peterson going out there, coming up small now in yet another start. That is now back to back starts where David Peterson, who you really have been counting on all season long and has been reliable all season long, yet again, he comes up ever so small for this team. We got a lot to get into here. I do want to say I apologize for this live stream being very late at night. I was covering the NHL draft on my other channel. This is the most difficult part of having multiple channels this time of year. It's covering both the Mets and the Rangers at the same time. It is never easy, but we make it work, and I do my best here. So I'm going to try to recap this game, even though I did not really watch. I wasn't really as dialed in as I normally am just because of the fact that, again, the draft was on. But I still saw enough to know that more of the same for the most part, right? Runners at scoring position, they don't do anything with it. I know that's breaking news, right? And then, like I said, David Peterson coming up just so small for them in this game. But leave a like on your way in, or if you're watching on replay, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you know when we upload or go live here on Met Central. Talk about the game. Just very, very frustrating to watch yet again this team just because here's the thing, right? In the past two games, even when they beat the Braves, my takeaway from the first game that they won against the Braves was you beat up on a pitcher that is 20 years old. That's what you should be doing. The second game really relied on the pitching to get it done. Tonight, the offense no-showed. They no-showed. You had runners in scoring position in the first inning as Brandon Nimmo had a single, stole second base, and they don't drive him in. Brett Beatty had a double in the top of the second. They don't drive him in. The bottom of the second inning, David Peterson, I don't know what was going on with his control here, but he walks Joey Bart. Then he allows a single to Cabrian Hayes. And then Triolo ends up getting a single to make it 1-0. Canario ends up getting a double to make it 2-0. IKF with a single to make it 3-0. Pham hits into a force out to make it a 4-0 game. McCutcheon with a single. And then Reynolds lines out. So the Mets playing behind the 8 ball nice and early in this game. And Peterson did not have it at all. I mean, he walked some batters in the third inning. Juan Soto at least brought the Mets into the game, getting another home run, his 11th of June, if I'm not mistaken. So it's nice to see him continue to be on a tear. Unfortunately, it was a Chris Paul home run, and you kind of felt it in the moment because the bottom of the fifth inning, David Peterson, yet again, just no command. He hangs a slider to Brian Reynolds to get a double. He throws a wild pitch, and then Cabrian Hayes with a double to make it 5-1 as he's just leaving his fastball right down the middle of the plate. The Mets had traffic in the sixth inning. They had a walk from Soto and a single from Alonso, but they don't drive him in. In the bottom of the sixth inning, IKF with a single, steals a bag. Pham walks. McCutcheon lines out. Brian Reynolds with a home run to make it 8-1. Gonzalez walks, and then an error ends up getting Joey Bart on, and then Brian Hayes grounds out to end it. So 8-1 game. And by the way, I did not mention the fact that I do believe sorry, I lost here. Yeah, Tidwell was in the game for that. Yeah, I'm not going crazy. But either way, the seventh inning, Brett Beatty had a leadoff single. They don't drive him, or leadoff double rather. They don't drive him in. Pham made it 9-1 with a RBI single after Canario had that double. What do you want me to say? 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position yet again for this team. Brett Beatty had a multi-hit game. Juan Soto hit another home run. Brandon Nimmo had a hit, which he's been doing most of the time, even during this stretch. But it's just not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it when You're not getting production. Mark Vientos, welcome back to the lineup. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Lindor, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Just leaving guys in scoring position yet again. And then David Peterson, what the hell was going on with his location today? Just leaving way too much over the plate. And if he wasn't, he was missing the plate way too much. He had 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 5 earned runs on back-to-back starts now. Just unacceptable stuff from him. 7 hits against. You need way better from David Peterson. And it's just, I don't know what it is. It's like now all of a sudden that they need David Peterson to go deep in the games. He's giving them these type of outings. And against the Pirates, nonetheless, this offense stinks. They have one player with an OPS above 800. And only 2 with an OPS above 700. Them? That's the team that you're allowing 5 runs to? It's like the second I start to call him a dog and buy in, this is what happens. I mean, the underlying numbers have never been good, but he was always finding ways. Right now, he is finding ways to do the opposite of help this team win games. The pitch sequencing was just also just terrible. And then Blade Tidwell, it's hard to get mad at Blade because at the end of the day, the kid's not ready. Let's be honest, the kid's not ready. I appreciate him eating innings in tonight's game. He can't be starting, though. He can't. And I think they have to reconfigure the rotation the way I said it in the podcast episode today, but use that off day to your advantage and go with the fact that you can move guys around a little bit. And I know Peterson wasn't sharp today, but I still would rather him than Blade Tidwell, who, again, clearly just does not look ready at all. You got to reconfigure it that way. Because right now, this ain't it. This just ain't it at all. But I appreciate him eating innings, so the bullpen at least got some rest. So yeah, I don't really have much thoughts. They got killed, and like I said, I watched mostly the draft tonight, so I don't even have a good gauge on every little detail in the game like I normally do. So I do apologize there. Ray saying they missed nothing. Madeline saying awful. And Ray saying the Pirates can't score 3 runs per game, yet they hit like the 1998 Yankees tonight. It's just, you're getting poor starts from Peterson during a time where you need him to give better, where you need him to give the starts he was given earlier in the year. And that's the part that sucks about it. I just don't understand what's going on there. Just piss poor. Piss poor location tonight. Piss poor sequencing. But tomorrow, I mean, now I don't even know what to say because I said that they need to win 2 out of 3 of this series. Are you doing that? Because Paul Blackburn's on the mound tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. It's either him or Montas. I know Blackburn's starting one of these games. I believe that it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to be able to win this series now. Because this offense just continues to let them down. They continue to not get their pitchers deep in the ball games. And Paul Blackburn's not going to be an exception to that. At least now that you save the bullpen, maybe that helps for tomorrow a bit because you could pull the plug on Blackburn early. Plus, you have the off day coming up soon. But it's just not ideal where You need to win 2 out of 3 here. It's the Pirates. And to allow 9 runs. Garbage. And you were at this game. Yikes. By the way, I might be going to one of the Subway Series games, so if you notice me there, you could definitely say what's up. I don't know which one I'm going to yet. I think either the second or third game though. But either way, yeah, just very frustrating night. But either way, I'm going to wrap things up here. Keep it a little bit shorter tonight. Like I said, I don't have too many thoughts. It's also a late night stream. But thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know I upload or go live. And I'll see you guys in the next one.